Sláinte. Hope you guys are enjoying the sunrise today. Sláinte is my word of the day. Sláinte is a Gaelic word that literally translates to the English word health, and it's used as a greeting. It's used as a way to say goodbye. It's used as a toast. If two people are going to share a cup of coffee or a cup of tea together, they'll toast each other's health by simply saying Sláinte. So welcome, Sláinte. So Miss Booty showed us yesterday what her workspace looks like, and this is what my workspace looks like. Mine up right in front of the window where I can see the sun come up or have the sun shining through. I've got my Chromebook, I've got my iPad, I've got everything that I need to make a video to send to you guys so we can stay in touch while we go through everything. And I am drinking out of my Grinch mug today because I'm a little grouchy after a couple of days inside, but I'm pretty happy to not be wearing that itchy wool sweater. Miss Booty, how are you feeling today?
All right, good morning everybody. We are back with the Breakfast Club. This morning I am drinking some tea out of my favorite coffee cup. This is my grandma's coffee cup from Myrtle Beach. And whenever I drink tea, I like to drink out of that mug because she was a big tea drinker. So it is Wacky Word Wednesday. So for Wacky Word Wednesday, I have a really crazy one. My word today is Brob. I have to look at it, honestly, just to know what it is. It's Brobdingnagian. And the reason why I'm picking Brobdingnagian, I don't know if you can see this, it's probably going to be backwards. But the reason why I am picking Brobdingnagian is because that word means gigantic or very tall. And in our story of Mice and Men that we were reading, one of our characters is just that. So Lenny, one of our characters named Lenny, is gigantic. He is big and tall and strong. And as much as he is all of those things, he's also very friendly. He's described as having kind of a shapeless face. And along with all of his physical features, he's also somebody who has some limitations. So because of his limitations, it's really important that he surrounds himself with good friends and strong role models. And that is where his good buddy George is going to come into play. Mr. Albert's going to tell you a little bit about George later on. Along with reading of Mice and Men, remember we did also talk to you guys about doing some reading on your own. This is really a nice time for you to be able to find something that you're interested in reading. So I'm showing you Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. This was one of my favorite books for a very, very long time. This is a book that is another thriller. It has some really manipulative characters and a really unexpected storyline. And that's where it really became one of my favorites because I was very thrown off. All right, I'll send it over to Mr. Albert to give you some information about some more of our characters. Have a great day, guys.
That is a great way to describe Lenny. So George is the one that I'm going to describe, and when Steinbeck writes this, he really writes he writes his characters in opposite of each other. So Lenny is huge, but George is small. He's very, very short. He's got dark, well-defined features as opposed to Lenny's shapeless face. And unlike Lenny's intellectual capabilities, George is very smart. He is definitely the thinker between these two guys, the one that makes all the plans and everything.
Hey guys, so while Miss Booty and I are giving you our book suggestions, here's an idea for you. Download the library app. Go to the App Store, type in Libby, L-I-B-B-Y, and what you'll get, you'll see on the right-hand side, there's Libby by Overdrive. And this is the Buffalo and Erie County Public Library's app for phones, iPads, Androids, etc. Now mine just opens up, and you'll have to put your library card information in, but it gives you thousands and thousands of books, ebooks, audiobooks. You can search, you can filter. Right now I'm going to look at popular books that are available right now. So any one of these you can just borrow. And if it's a book that you want, you can always place a hold, and it will download it automatically when it's your turn to borrow the book. So as I'm scrolling through, I see some that I like. David Baldacci looks good, but Crazy Rich Asians, they just made a movie out of this one. And Desiree had mentioned it one time. I think she and a friend were talking about going to see it. So I'll borrow this one. It's already available. And look at that. Oh, those two people are so much in love. This is going to be such a great book, such an uplifting book, especially for a dark time. And speaking of dark, that background is awfully dark. So this is what it looks like when you set your background with dark in the back and light in the front for the text. But you don't got to keep it that way. If you touch the middle of the screen, touch the waffle at the top, you can actually change it from dark to sepia to bright. You can make the words bigger or smaller depending on your eyesight and how you like to read. And if you look at my shelf, you'll see that I've got audiobooks on there too. Really looking forward to Blue Moon by Lee Child. And there's a few other books that I got, a whole bunch of different ones. Walter Dean Myers. If you want to go and get John Steinbeck of Mice and Men, the audiobook, that's available right now. So happy hunting, happy reading.
Well, guys, I really think you're going to enjoy this reading today. You've got chapter 1 assigned today. You've got some questions to do to follow it. And when you're done with that, be sure to be reading on your own, something just for you. I'll be reading this one called Cursed that I've been really enjoying, and I'm almost all the way done with it. So one of my goals for today is to finish this one. When I finish this one, I'm a little bit inspired by Miss Booty's determinants to do an at-home workout. So I'm going to be doing some working out at home, and I'm going to try to meet a friend for a walk because you can still get together outside, and that's going to be important. And I'd really like us all to agree that even though this is a difficult time, let's try not to just survive. Let's go ahead and thrive. Miss Booty, what's on tap for you today?
Okay, goal getters. On Monday, when we sent you our very first video, we talked to you about setting some goals. This is a time to take care of yourself. So my goal for today is going to be to do 30 minutes of yoga. So in the comments below, just drop what your goal is. What are you doing today?